Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost?
While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you.
Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit sceducationlottery.com.
Good morning, Lindsay. Thanks for holding.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Oh, what's going on?
So, my sister got married last weekend, and for some reason, I think it's kind of insane, she invited me without a plus one. Apparently, I'm that sister, the one who is perpetually single and never gets a plus one invite. Anyway, so she's been on me like nonstop about getting on dating apps, and I'm like talking obsessed. She's telling me, oh, it's super easy and that, I can't miss out on love just because I'm too stubborn to try it, which is kind of annoying, honestly. Like, yeah, thank you for the love advice, but I really don't want to scroll through a bunch of profiles pretending to care about some guy's favorite pizza topping or whatever. So, anyway, fast forward to the wedding. I'm walking in, fully planned to step her through it solo. I have my glass of wine. Turns out, my sister actually set me up, but not with just some random guy in an app. Oh, no. Instead, she recruited my ex. And this is the ex I haven't spoken to in 2 years because, well, it's too much. I'll just say we had like a very dramatic breakup. So I was halfway drunk, and I just told him, okay, you know what? Let's just have a good night. This is about my sister, okay? And so my ex and I are having the most awkward but also hilarious time. We were like just pretending like we didn't just avoid eye contact for years. But here's the crazy part. We ended up laughing so much that by the end of the night, we're actually having an actual honest conversation. And it turns out maybe the timing was off back then, but it's kind of wild how things can come full circle when you least expect them to, honestly. Anyway, we got back together, and we're talking about eloping and getting married next year.
Whoa.
So your sister was right.
She saved the day.
She's got to be your
What a matchmaker.
maid of honor.
Right? Yeah, she called it.
It's almost like a Netflix/Hallmark romantic movie.
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan could be in that.
You can see it happening, right?
In fact, that was the movie, right? Where the ex is back in her life.
Yeah.
It just happened. Our Little Secret with Lindsay Lohan.
That's
on
what it's
Netflix.
about?
Pretty much.
A sister hooking up with her ex?
Like the ex shows up because he's dating like somebody else in the family, like another step or something, and then they go off to go pick a Christmas tree together and rekindle the romance.
No way.
And they hate each other because he flamed out on her back in the day when they were dating.
Wow.
Yep.
And she moved away, and now it's back on. This is just your story. You are Lindsay Lohan.
You should sell your story to Hallmark.
How does it end with Lindsay Lohan?
Well, I mean, it is a Christmas rom-com, so, I mean, there's a happily ever after.
Oh, so that's good for Lindsay.
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan.
Wow.
And our Lindsay that we're talking to right now.
That's what I'm talking about. We have Lindsay on the phone.
Your life is the Netflix Christmas
Oh, my God. Hold on a
Our
minute.
Little Secret.
What's your boyfriend's name, Lindsay?
Thomas.
What's the guy's name on the show? Anyone know?
I forgot.
Oh, come on, Barry. You know everything about it? Okay, what's it called? Dirty Little Secret?
No, it's called Our Little Secret. It's on Netflix. I think it's number 1 or number 2. It's pretty big.
Our Little Secret.
I forgot what his name is.
Wouldn't that be trippy if his name was Thomas? That'd be insane.
Two resentful
Logan.
exes must awkwardly spend Christmas together after learning their new partners or siblings. It's kind of similar that the exes have to be together.
Yeah, and then they get forced together, and then they rekindle the romance. Huh?
That's wild, though. So, Lindsay, what did Thomas say when he gets to the wedding? He's like, surprise, or was he totally game because he wanted to get back together?
He was part of it. My sister had reached out, and I don't actually know exactly what she said. Something along the lines of, you guys were great together. Do you want to come to my wedding and just, hang out with my sister? And, yeah, he was part of it. He was in on it. I was the only one that was duped, but...
It's not going to work out.
Why?
Because his name's Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm so
But Logan
sorry.
and
You need to
Thomas
find
are
your Logan.
kind of the same name.
Do you know what would make this better is if this was like a Christmas wedding, like in a foreign country. Then you've got the whole movie. You've got all the Hallmark trappings.
That's pretty cool, though. Good for you.
Lindsay, thank you for calling in. Congratulations. A fun story. Love hearing fun stories.
Right, yeah. Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
You too.
It's John, Jane, Rich.
Always like that. I'm your dream come true.
John, Jane, Rich. There's a little video I'll play for you. It's trending online. It's a guy who's married to a woman from Brazil. And it's pretty funny because, my parents were from another country, and they got a lot of sayings wrong, American sayings. Every once in a while, Kyle gets a saying wrong.
That's right.
Right? So this guy says to his wife, he starts at the beginning of the saying and has to see if she can finish it. It just shows you how different cultures are because she doesn't know some of them. Some of them she does. Come on now.
It's two to
build a house.
It's like comparing apples to
Bananas.
the whole nine.
Dwarfs.
Curiosity killed.
The cat.
You're barking up the wrong
Dog. House. Person.
by the skin of your
arm.
A bird in the hand is worth,
I don't know, $2.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but
it won't break my heart.
Birds of a feather.
We stick together.
Let's
Billie
flock
Eilish.
together.
She got that one because of Billie Eilish. Good.
That's so funny. So Peyton has a Starbucks dilemma, which I believe people like my wife don't think there's ever a Starbucks dilemma unless you're just out of the product you want.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely like a first world problem dilemma. But they have built 2 new Starbucks right next to my apartment. And so I have awkwardly ordered to the wrong Starbucks location like 4 times already because I keep forgetting to change it to the one closer to my house. So then I'll like drive all the way to the other one and then it'll be a different one, which is like so annoying. It's like the walk of shame, but in your car. When they're like, we don't have your order. I'm like, it's right here. They're like, yeah, that's like the one down the street.
So there's 2 that are very close to your house?
Like walking distance close to my house.
Isn't that wild how they do that?
Yeah.
I know. They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. Like, and that gets to my point, right? I'm like, okay, from where it takes me from home to get to work, I think I pass maybe 7 Starbucks. And so I'm like, there's going to be a McDonald's and a Starbucks on every single corner. And it makes me think, like, are these going to be like robot hubs and
That's
leans
okay.
into my conspiracy? And that's where they're going to house all the robots that take over our lives?
I'm not mad at either of those. I like them on every corner.
There's a Starbucks by my house. Remember I told you one closed down, which I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Right? I can't, blows me away that one closed down. But there's one right next to that one that's always been there. And then there's another one that opened up a couple years ago. Used to be a Christmas tree lot. It was just a dirt lot, and then they turned it into a Starbucks, right? They built a building there, put a Starbucks there. And it closed down about 3 months ago, and I couldn't believe it. It's the second Starbucks, right? Then I find out it didn't close down. They just gutted and remodeled the inside. So I went inside. Looks exactly the same as it did before. Like I don't know the difference in the Starbucks, what it was. It looks the same as it's always been. So I don't know what happened.
That is weird.
Bizarre.
Get into your wife's airplane situation, Rich.
Oh yeah, I wonder if this is hard to sell. But let me try. Do you ever walk into a place that makes you feel a certain way every time you walk into that place?
Yes.
Like for me,
Yeah,
when I go to Barnes and Noble or a bookstore, I always have to go to the bathroom.
That is exactly what I'm talking about. So every time we fly somewhere, on the way to the airport, my wife, who barely eats anything, she eats like 2 bites of everything, and she says she's done. But every time we fly, she's hungry, and no matter what we eat, she is not full. Something about flying makes her hungry. And she brought it up to me this time. She said, how come I never bring snacks on the way to the airport? Because the snacks on the plane aren't enough, and if we stop and eat, it's not enough, and she's just hungry flying. And I was wondering, like the walk it into Barnes & Noble and have to pee.
No, for me, it's the number 2.
Well, for me, every time I go shopping, like in a mall, I crave French onion soup. And I think that's because when I would go shopping with my mom when I was a kid, she would stop at like at Dillard's or whatever and get the French onion soup. So whenever I'm in a mall and it's Christmas time right around now, I want the French onion soup. Is there anything like that for you guys that like whenever you walk into a place, you feel a certain way?
Well, usually I have to go to the bathroom when I go into Home Goods. I wish it were
Is it
a more
overwhelming?
nostalgic, sweeter moment than that.
You're like, too much stuff at Home Goods, gotta pee.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I have to go to the bathroom, and I have to put my cart aside and whatever. It's fine.
So you got to go to the bathroom for a minute.
No, but you can't bring your cart inside the bathroom.
Oh.
You can't bring merchandise in the bathroom.
I don't think I've been inside a Home Goods.
I don't know that you know
They're
what to
amazing.
do. I went there on I was sent there on Black Friday, and I don't think any guy should walk in there by themselves. I don't think it's fair.
They have the goods. Home Goods has the goods.
They do. They really do.
By the way, we're going to play games, so we need a contestant, so I'd call right now. 877-937-1047. We're going to do the pick your prize. Pick your prize. So you either get Shakira tickets or Zoo Light passes. 877-937-1047. Speaking of wives, let me tell you what my wife did yet. 2 days ago. We have this routine now. Both of us have gotten into the routine because we have a sauna in our garage. We sit in the sauna, and then you plop into the hot tub, and then you plop in the cold plunge, and then you shower, right? So I had already done all my stuff, and I was already watching TV, and I was just having my favorite thing in the world is be on the couch, unbothered, watching TV. It's my favorite thing. I'd rather do that than go on vacation. That's my vacation.
Gosh.
It's pretty awesome.
She goes outside in the backyard, and she starts screaming. Jody! She has this scream, right? I can hear it. I'm like, what? Like I'm like about 17 seconds into a TV show, right? And I also play this other game I think I told you guys about, where I try to see how far I can get in a TV show before I get interrupted.
Yes.
And I always pause it and look, 17 seconds. So I get up and I'm like, what is it? And she's standing in her bathing suit above the hot tub. Can you come out here? There's water. I'm like, oh my God, what are you come out there for? So I walk out there. And she says, there's a dead animal in the hot tub.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, God. And immediately, you guys ever had a dead bird in your driveway? And you got to, like,
So
it's
gross.
so gross. It's so sad. Or is it a dead mouse? I'm like, wonder what dead animal could be in our hot tub. So part of me is like, how exciting. I wonder what animal it is. But then it's like, I got to throw it out if it smells. I walk over. She goes, there's a dead animal here. Now, it's daytime. I go, where? She goes, right in the corner. I'm like, this? It's a leaf. This is a leaf. This is not a dead animal.
Oh, no.
It was a freaking brown leaf.
And it is the time of year where things fall off trees.
Oh, my God.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
This is such an ordeal.
One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.